Keep the romance
Well,
alive.
the only thought that crosses my mind, if we do have kids at some point, they get the fibro, so
Really?
yeah, that does cross my mind.
I try not to let it
Well, I
cross
mean,
my
it,
mind.
it, it crosses my mind, but you know, what can you do?
Yeah, well, when we feel it's the right time, and we'll have kids. But it's something that we think about and worry about, like how would I handle it, how much energy will I have, like we said, will I have the energy to work while I'm taking care of a kid if I'm gonna work from home, and it's just things that are unknown, but that we talked about, and we'll, cross that bridge when it gets here, I guess. Keeping the romance alive is actually kind of funny because we're not the most romantic couple. So we're not a very romantic couple.
No, we're not romantic, but we have our, little things that...
Once in a while we...
No, I don't mean things that we do, like go to a restaurant or something. We have our little things that go on between us that, Yeah.
Just pretty much jokes and
Yeah.
fun and laughing a lot. I think that's the key to our relationship, is the humor.
Yeah, it is. But regarding getting intimate, well, I pretty much try to be attentive to Shira about how she feels, because I really don't want her to do stuff just because she doesn't want me to be disappointed. And I, if I see that she's not
In the
top of her game,
sometimes and we kind of discussed it before, and you feel like it.
Yeah, and I always tell her, we don't have to do stuff today because we just
We have the rest
of
of
our
our
lives to
lives.
do so.
I think that's the most romantic thing he says to me.
Yeah, okay.
Like in a good way. I love that. It always makes me happy. Bonding in new ways.
Bonding in new ways.
I think we bond with the humor and laughing about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And vlogging about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one of our key elements of us being successful together, I think, is being humoristic about the situation, and that means that I laugh about Chira.
Her family laughs
her
about
family
her.
laughs about her. About everyone I know laughs about her, and she laughs about her herself. So it helps. I mean, you can't even though it's like fibro is terrible, you can't be serious about it all the time. One of the key success factors is definitely humor and being sarcastic about the situation. It brings a lot of smiling into the house, even when she's in pain, and I appreciate it because it helps me cope with it. So it's advice for you guys. If what I'm saying talks to you, it helps us. So maybe it'll help you.
Someone asked about preventing the relationship from changing into parent-child because someone's always taking care of the other, and I think that's part of how I help Tomer, or how we kind of keep it balanced. Whenever I do have the energy, or at least cooking, I try to do the cooking, and just little things that I try to do to show Tomer that I appreciate everything that he does. Like every once in a while I'll do the dishes when I have the energy, so that he has one less thing to do when he gets back from work. When I pack your lunch.
Yeah, she packs my lunch and I get laughed at work. But
you get envied at work.
Yeah, I do. I get envied at work. Someone saw her food package and he says, "You should marry that chick."
Hint, hint.
Okay. So,
when in Hebrew they asked us, how do you help him cope with his family and...
Well, I guess...
people in general, I think, friends, family,
well,
for him, for me.
Regarding the family, how to tell them, and I think the whole acceptance is a process, and you shouldn't expect bringing someone with a chronic disease home and your family says, "Yay, good for you." It's not gonna happen. And
probably.
Yeah, of course, probably. you should keep in mind that most of the, the odds are that your family will ask, why do you need this? And, fluffy kitty. And you should just understand that the acceptance is going to be a process, that every time you take your partner home for, lunch or whatever, dinner, they'll just learn how to deal with it and accept her. And, in my case, it wasn't like, they didn't really, they just asked about the disease and,
you explain them.
Yeah, I explained what the disease means, bit by bit. And, of course, the question I asked is if this is really what I want. And, it's just normal concern of a mother and father. I guess I'd ask the same if, I had a daughter or son, yeah.
That's the word.
That would bring home someone with chronic disease. I'd ask the same probably. It's, normal parental concern. Just understand it's going to be a process, and don't expect them to accept your partner like immediately. It's going to take some time,
and you have to explain and you have to talk about it.
Yeah, I think the key success factor is that Shira does talk about it with my mom and my family, and explains, and
they're very understanding. His mom doesn't let me do anything when I come over.
Yeah. They try to help too. Just understand that it's going to be a process, and it's going to be okay at the end. Just give it time, I guess.
And another thing, I have to give you a tool that maybe most of you know, but for those of you who don't know, there's a very good story that helps explain how it is to live with fibro, because it's not something that's explainable in a sense. It's not like, my whole body hurts. No one can just understand immediately what it means to have your whole body hurt. Usually you have a headache, you have a back pain or something, but it's never your whole body. So a story that really helps is the spoon theory. You can Google it, Twitter it, and find it anywhere. It's on a site called butyoudon'tlooksick.com, and I'll put the link beneath here. And I translated it to Hebrew so that all of Israel can read it too. So you should go check it out. The spoon theory really helps explain, helped you understand.
Yeah.
It helped my family understand. So
yeah, she often, if you have read it, she gets asked, so I see you don't have any more spoons left today, and stuff like that.
I wish I could give you a spoon.
Yeah, it really helps to understand.
Use the terms from the story. And I think we're done.
Yeah.
So just a shout out to our good friend Jean. Jean, we love you. And we also love all of our friends, our Tweety friends, and all our friends on Facebook, and everyone following my blog and his blog. And we love the support and communicating with you in our social networks. And Crowley also wants to say hi. Look, it's like you can't see him. He's blending into the shirt. So that's it. We hope you have a pain-free weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Or I'll see you next time. Bye.
To save me, come on.